Barca do not intend to give up the dream of signing Bernardo Silva, even if it is a tremendously difficult operation due to the club's financial and fair play problems. Right now, Barcelona can only afford a loan with an option to buy, a formula that Manchester City may obviously reject outright, although Pep Guardiola has made it clear that he only wants players committed to his club in the team. Barca's main asset at the moment is the will of Bernardo Silva himself. He wants to play for Barca, and however complicated the operation may be, that is already a lot, because without this intention there would be nothing to hold on to. But it is necessary for Bernardo Silva to take a step forward. The club admits that Barca will go as far as they can go, that the objective of Bernardo Silva is not out of the question, although it is very difficult, and that everyone wants him at the club. This player does generate consensus among all parties. So an attempt will be made to bring him in. Everything would happen right now by an agreement between the three parties, Barca, Manchester City and the player, so that the talented player arrives on loan. The intention would be for him to arrive on loan and then to be able to keep the player, who will be 29 years old on the 10th of August. What is really complicated, and may even seem like a pipe dream, is the understanding between the clubs. It is clear. Bernardo Silva is a key player at City, and what's more, he has a valid contract. This is not the case with other former England players such as Gundogan, who was captain and his departure hurt in Manchester, but his contract was up, nor even with another of the targets, Joao Cancelo, who has a contract until 2027 but is not part of Pep Guardiola's plans. Bernardo Silva is contracted until 2025, and last season, his sixth in a sky blue shirt, he played 55 games in all competitions, only missing 6, scoring 7 goals and providing 8 assists. The Portuguese wants to leave England for personal reasons, and his option is Barca. To do so, he will have to take a step forward, both in showing his intentions to Manchester City and in adapting his salary to the requirements of fair play. If he does so, there may be hope. The second scenario alone is the current idea, but there is a second scenario, much more unaffordable for Barca, but one that would be more in line with City's parameters in terms of figures. The transfer option would only be possible if there is a big sale in the Barca squad first. The club could then offer a fixed fee of €65 million and €10 million in variables. An amount that would not guarantee 100% of the deal either, as City have just rejected 75 kilos from PSG, but with the player's willingness it would be much more feasible. Not even what is received for Kessié, Dembélé and foreseeably Lenglet, not even with the last lever. There are other pressing issues, such as the registration of those who have been renewed, would be enough right now to deal with a transfer, so it is not the way they want to get to Bernardo Silva. As it is not foreseen that there could be a big sale in the Barca squad, everything depends on the strength of the effort that the Portuguese can make, knowing that Xavi Hernandez wants him no matter what, and there is also a consensus in the club. Nobody wants to give up on this dream.